What's up, y'all? It's been a little bit. I've been in LA working my nuts off. I don't know about work. I'm lying when I say working my nuts off, but I have been doing some cool stuff. I've been working with Puffco. I was out in the protests. I was doing a lot of cool things. You guys will see on the YouTube channel as things go along. But anyways, we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about a big whoopsie. We're here to talk about a big oh no. Yesterday, the Nelk boys before I even say this, let me tell y'all who the Nelk Boys are. The Nelk Boys are a group of dudes that blew up off of drinking alcohol.
Okay, Steve. Okay, Steve. Let's go, baby! Let's go!
Just getting drunk with their buddies and then also doing stupid stuff after they drink it, just drinking like excessive amounts. I remember the first video that I saw of these dudes was the Steve Will Do It guy drinking a whole full bottle of vodka. That's insane. That's absolutely ridiculous. It wasn't just like drinking the whole thing. He chugged the whole thing. It was nuts. So these guys already not the best reputation. They're just a bunch of college dudes, or at least they were 10 years ago. Flash forward to now, they have a super big company. They make the Happy Dad alcoholic drinks. They've got a lot going on. And one of these things that the Nelk Boys has going on is the Full Send podcast. There's no chance that I would sit down and watch a Full Send podcast ever. I couldn't tell you a single word that they've even said in any of the podcasts except for this one. And I didn't even watch this one because I refused to give them my money. And the reason why I refused to watch it is because these boys decided to interview Benjamin Netanyahu, bro. Which, if you're a normal person, that's probably not a good idea. You probably shouldn't be doing that. And then on top of that, these people are like money hungry business owners. Do you think their first thought would be, let's protect our dollar. Let's not do a interview with the guy that like both sides of the spectrum agree that they don't like. If their goal was ever to maintain what they've built, this company, that if you call it that, that they've built, probably don't start there. That's probably the last thing you should do is interview the guy that's doing a genocide right now. Like he's actively blowing up this other country, and you're like, let's sit down and talk. And you'd think like, okay, if they're sitting down talking to Benjamin Netanyahu, obviously they're gonna ask him some hard-hitting questions. Like if they're willing to sit down with this guy, they've got to be willing to ask him something that means something. No. One of the conversations that they were having was, is McDonald's better than Burger King? What? There's people starving because of the guy that's sitting across from you right now. And you're talking about what's better, Burger King or McDonald's? And he said Burger King. Weird. So strange. As I was surfing through the clips of this podcast because I refused to watch the full thing, not the main guy but the other one asks Netanyahu, he's like, what do you think of all the people that are all the young people that are supporting Israel, or that aren't supporting Israel, excuse me? And he goes, yeah, I think most people support Israel, and the young people, they're just stupid. They just really don't know what they're talking about. They don't understand. And then he goes on to be like, guys, we like gay people too. We like gay people too. Are you serious? You're serious? That's like the thing that, hey, I know we killing babies. Hey, I know we got a bomb and it's got just babies exploding off the bomb, right? What if I blew your mind? We like gay people too. As Netanyahu's trying to explain why blowing up kids is okay because they like gay people, the other one again chimes in. He's like, my gay friend went to Israel. Brother, you're a loser. You're a loser. Please know your place. You're other guy. You're the buddy. Please stop talking. You're just the other guy. All right. You're just the secondhand dude. and let Big Bro say the dumb stuff that he wants to say. You don't even got to say it. Okay, so after this interview with this guy that's killing babies and stuff over in Palestine, they go and they post a video. Obviously, everyone hates it. Everyone is like, why did you guys just do this? After they posted this live stream, after their comments were just flooded with everybody being like, this is the stupidest thing you guys have ever done, they went on live stream and started reading comments. They're like, oh, this is gonna be good. Like Kyle was audibly saying, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna be good. Okay, I want to start off with my favorite my favorite video.
Someone said, why didn't you push back on his points? Because honestly, guys, we're not educated enough to do so.
No, I'm telling you, I'm going to reiterate, in hindsight, there's a lot of things I wish I would have done differently.
A lot of you guys are wondering why we didn't push back on what Benjamin Netanyahu was saying. Honestly, we're too dumb. Number one, like, just the clip by itself is so funny. Like, that is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. Number two, they're lying. They're just lying. These guys work on the internet. They work on the internet, bro. Like, it would be different. Okay, like, imagine your coworker at your job being like, nah, I don't know what's going on. I don't be on social media. I don't watch the news. Okay, that makes sense. Like, you could probably avoid most things that are happening in the world that way. You can't do that if your main thing that you're posting on is the internet. The main thing that you make money from is where the bad stuff is happening. What do you mean you're ignoring it all? No, you're not. That's a lie. You're a liar. And then it's like, okay, cool. You guys are too dumb to respond back. Why would you have the leader of a country on your podcast then? Like, what sense does that even make? What did you think that you guys were going to talk about? Like, what did you think that the topic of discussion was going to be? Anything but politics? And then the fact that y'all tried to make it not politics with a guy that's blowing up people in another country for no reason, bro. It's like, it's crazy to me.
As Nelk, and you're not giving yourselves, the viewer, enough credit. All right? Like, just because we have someone on our podcast, and obviously Nelk, you know, we have a big platform, loyal followers, but just because we have someone on our podcast, you guys aren't gonna fucking start automatically sucking their dicks and be like, oh my god, Nelk had this person on their podcast, I love them now. Like, you guys as the viewer are not giving yourselves enough credit, I think.
My boy, bro, he said, guys, we knew you weren't that dumb. We knew you weren't even that dumb. You guys, we knew our Nelk boys at home. You guys know what's up. You guys know all the facts about everything, and you guys don't even have to you guys can't even fall for propaganda. So first it was, oh, guys, we're too dumb to respond to anything he has to say. It's not us. We're just too stupid. But you guys are so smart that everything he says, you can disprove or prove. Guys, we know you guys are just smarter than us. Our Nelk boys at home, you guys are so, you guys are some smart dudes. Bruh, that does not matter. Like, you can't make like a video supporting like the worst thing ever and be like, guys, I knew you wouldn't like it, so it doesn't matter. I knew you wouldn't like it. Okay, does that make us not liking it like invalid? Does it make it like, that doesn't make what you did any better?
Even the most fucked up people, in your opinion, on the planet, guess what? They have a voice. And with the Full Send podcast, we're not going to make it our job to censor who comes on and who doesn't. If there's enough enthusiasm, we'll have them on.
Bro, what? What are you talking about? Whether or not you guys like it, everyone has a voice. Even the worst people in the world. Oh. If Jared from Subway was out right now, we would be the first people to get him on the Full Send podcast. If Jeffrey... where does that begin and end, you know? That's such a funny cop-out, because I know for a fact that they're not going to interview anyone like this ever again. They're saying, we're going to interview anybody, as if like they're real true journalists. Like, they're really going out and like interviewing people for the like sake of interviewing them, as opposed to like just trying to make a buck.
Good. It's a good point. Someone said having Netanyahu on is like having modern day Hitler.
No, I saw that.
Which is, honestly, guys, I'll be honest. I'm here to. That's a good point. I
love how they're talking in an apologetic tone, but they're not really saying, I'm sorry. They're like, it's really messed up that we interviewed Hitler. Yeah. Isn't that super crazy, guys? Yeah. I can't believe we did that, guys. Nelk boys for life.
It's sometimes I'm doing a podcast. It's just a podcast, but you don't realize that there's like a gravity there. There are powerful people wanting access to your fucking platform that have an agenda. He's going on podcasts now because it's his stock price. It's an advantage for them. And
they're
it's like,
using you guys.
Like,
they're using you guys to look good.
Come on. Bro.
So back to like kind of infantilizing these guys. Personally, don't buy that. I think that they knew wholeheartedly, they knew exactly what they were doing. They wanted to do this, knew what the repercussions were going to be, I'm assuming still took the money that they got paid. I'm not sure if they got paid or not, or if they paid to do this. I think they got paid. Still took the bag. This is all in my brain. I'm not, no facts. I have zero facts here, but it's the last thing someone who isn't politically informed is gonna do is go interview a person that everyone is saying isn't good, regardless of if they have their own opinions. They wouldn't do it. So therefore they 100% had to have known. They had to have. That's like, imagine someone from Israel interviewing Donald Trump and then being like, I didn't even know. Bro, what do you mean you didn't know? Yes, you did. Not to mention, these guys work for a company. They own like a very popular company now. They have people that work at that company that tell them what they shouldn't be doing. They have a marketing team. They have all these things. They have people around them that can help them and aren't using those resources. I'm not even gonna say refuse to educate themselves, because I think they're doing it on purpose. But it makes me sad that a group like that, it doesn't surprise me, but it makes me sad that a group like that goes and does something like this with such like with a fan base they know is at like a pivotal age, a very influential age, and then go try to hide behind the rocks that they just threw, and act like they didn't know, act like they didn't, as like 30-year-old men, like they didn't know. Like, dude, come on. But hey, this is the climate that we live in. People are willing to do anything for a dime, a dollar, a buck, or two. Anyways, though, I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Please watch the rest of my videos, and when I drop new videos, and watch the old ones twice. I love y'all. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Bye.
That's a flood warning. I walked in this bitch, I had a tub on me. There's not no rap check, this here from drug money. See auntie on the humbug, she good to get a dub from me. Bitch call my phone, won't leave me alone, she like Poppy with a love for me. I had to check